Hey, fellow agents, this is Agent Smith, and we're playing SQ6. We've been kidnapped, probably under the wrong name or something, I have no idea, but these guys took us, and they don't really have an explanation as to why, but we're going to go ahead and try to figure out a way to get out of here.
It's one of those wads of lard you ran into at the inn. This is the data corder you got from that endodroid hunter dude. This alien woman looks to be in very bad shape. Her pupils are fixed and dilated. Her body is stiff, almost as if she's dead, and her skin looks tight and puffy, as if bodily gases are building up inside her. Bandages and patches appear in profusion all over her, and some of her seams look like they're about to give way. You make a mental note to come back and rescue this poor woman. Teddy Schmuckspin, a popular children's toy, sits on the floor. If you weren't a popular child, you didn't get one. A beautiful thick shag carpet of Pelvis Brailsford, the rock and roll programming sensation, adorns the east wall of this grungy apartment. This little unit is a portable dehumidifier. When you're a guy like Singent, who sweats like a bicranial crud snorter, you need one of these things going all the time. Due to the planetary location of this unit, it can't keep a steady picture for very long. And as is universally known, the local cable company will get around to fixing it at their convenience.
Pretty much anywhere you go.
You might get lucky and get another shopping channel or country western station in the process. Your captors have obviously been drinking mass quantities of that new imported beer, Tecate Wormhole.
Tecate Wormhole. All right, that's the key I need.
It's the key ring that doofus hung on the wall after the other doofus left.
Easy day then, let's get that shit.
Hey,
shit.
What
okay.
the fuck?
Never.
I don't want to see you move another inch or I'm going to slice you into nice little bite-sized pieces. Now, can it?
Alright, he's got the key now. This doofus is, definitely gonna be a problem. Or not. They seem to be distracted, so all I gotta do is try to figure out how to get away. Let's take this nail and try to break our way out.
You are now a proud nail owner.
I had 10 of them. Well, 20 of them already, but, I got this one. Book. Apparently a skilled locksmith as well.
Good thinking. The nail proves to be just what you needed to free yourself from those handcuffs.
No reaction?
Don't get all excited, Little Red Riding Hood. You aren't out of those woods yet.
No reaction? Awesome. Okay. I keep wanting to go to the top of the screen to do saves because I'm so used to the way this used to be. Let's beat him up. Probably not going to work.
What do you want to do? Give him a nice massage? Wise up. This guy values you less than Starcon does.
I better not try it. He might see me.
Her skin feels puffy and rubbery, as if her internal body pressure has risen. It must be Regalian bladderwort fever.
She's a blow-up doll. Oh my goodness.
You don't see any way of turning the dehumidifier off.
Alright, this is a thing. Let's do this. In fact, I think I got the idea of what I gotta do.
Don't even bother looking in your pockets. You are carrying nothing. Nada, zip, zero, zilch.
Pick that up. Sorry, I thought I took it when I pulled it down. Alright, so this is made of shag, so let's throw this down and there's an electrifier.
As cool as it would.
Okay, I put it on the floor next to it then. How about that?
You carefully lay the rug on the floor. Even though you were never known for your interior decorating talents, you feel very satisfied with the location you have chosen.
It's a good location. There you go. Moonwalk on that shit. That'll work too. Yeah, there you go.
Your body is now carrying a nice static charge.
Now we can shut this thing down.
You don't see any way of turning the dehumidifier off.
How about hitting him? Zap! Gonna turn him right off. Yeah, he's got that chip. That's why I thought there was something back there.
Wow, the static energy you built up discharged. frying lard boy's circuitry. Did you actually think of that, or was it just luck?
Kinda. I didn't think that's what it would do, but kinda luck. Kinda thought of it.
Smooth move.
I figured the
got his
dehumidifier was the
keyring.
option. Get our debt recorder back.
It feels slightly gritty.
What is it?
Surprisingly, it's a pile of books. Who'd have thought these guys could read? This optical disc-based multimedia entertainment system has a slew of powerful graphics and audio coprocessors. A unique flexible architecture, is extremely high-priced, and plays a half-dozen really bad arcade games. It's called a 3DOA.
The 3DO sucks. Does he have anything I need in it, though?
It does nothing until you insert a
3DO disc. Well, I don't have anything. Let's see. What else do we have in the area?
There seems to be a small pile of CD-ROMs sitting here.
What do we got? What do we got?
Your search through the CDs reveals a bunch of typically boring multimedia magazines.
That was a huge thing back in the day.
A multimedia phone book. Too bad there aren't any phones around here. The Outpost Project. The room seems to be vibrating. Either that or someone down...
What is this here? That's what I want. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Well, let's go take a look around. Maybe this room is bigger than it looks. Sometimes you'll find that there's more stuff in these spaces if you just walk. No? Alright, well, we're going to try to go out. Hopefully this other guy doesn't beat the shit out of us when we get out there. Let's go ahead and open this door. Seems like we're going to need this computer to read something. I thought those discs would be what I want, but apparently that's not it.
Well, 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 the worm is out of the hole. So, you have to ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, do I, punk?
I don't know, do you? Fucking weirdo. Well, take a look around. Stuff he obviously doesn't give a fuck about us.
You poke and prod amongst the moddies until you find a moddy labeled churlish. Being intrigued by the word, you glom it. Incidentally, you might want to look up the word churlish before you do anything stupid.
I'm assuming churlish means stupid. Maybe that's the joke. Let's find out what churlish means, because I don't think I know that word. Dictionary.com. Churlish. It means like a churl, boorish or rude. Of a churl, pleasant like, or mean, stupid or mean. Any of these other boxes
You
got
rummage
usefuls?
around in the box to look for something useful, but all you find is an almost complete set of line dancing in zero-G daddies. Only Volume 2, the Achy Breaky, appears to be missing.
Somebody likes the achy breaky.
You poke around and look for something useful, but since you're not exactly Mr. Subspace Neurotransmitter Repair Guy, none of it appeals to you.
I don't think he's going to let me walk out of here, but I might as well give it a shot. Alright, anyway, see you, buddy. Or not. Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. Alright, let's go back to the other room. We have to figure something out in here. Can we mess with this thing now?
You now possess the Mahdi.
I didn't know there was a Mahdi on it. It just told me that I couldn't mess
You don't
with it.
see...
Fucking weird-ass game, dude, I tell you. Alright. And we got one that says burlesque.
It's a burlesque Mahdi. Your search through the CDs reveals a bunch of typically a multimedia phone book. The Outpost Project Survival Guide.
Oh, they have more.
Successful People Managing Techniques by Carm Trebus. Funny, it's empty.
Always an empty CD case.
MF-DOS for idiots, morons, and Phoebes. Turing Xenon on 5 buckazoids a day.
That's actually pretty good.
Discovering your inner maggot. How to become assigned to being a corporate creative genius without really trying.
Be the two guys from Andromeda, and then get hired.
This might be worth checking out. It's a copy of Popular Tektronix.
Okay, let's take a look at that one then, apparently. Find something. Pockets. There we go. Looks like it's got pieces missing out of it. Junk. Table of contents. DAB recorder, homing beacon. Fast. Email shipping with no buckazoids. Okay, cool. It's only 5. Mired EMAG, hot journalism, and hot air. Make a time machine out of a DeLorean. In search of the elusive multi-organism. There we go. Yes, you can make a homing beacon from simple household goods. Chief among the devices you can use is a DAT recorder. We got that. With which with a few adjustments sends out a powerful signal to potential rescuers who could be light years away. First, open your DAT recorder. Inside, you'll find chips, IRK settings, and plates. If you will correctly alter these settings, you'll soon be home by the fire of a cup of nog. Of course, any mistakes could result in a barbecue with you as the entree, but let's not worry about that. We'll describe details in the next issue. Okay. So that's not good, but alright. Email shopping with no buckazoids. E-shop with absolutely nothing in your account. It's easy when you know the system. First random gen, approximately 32 4x4 numbers, and pick a month and a year. This will be your challenge card. Charge card. Make up a name, not Neek Berm. Please. Apparently it's a very popular name. And start calling e-catalog stores. The idea is to make the calls fast and give them the challenge card numbers before they can trace the call. As most hackoids know, there are so many cards out there that the probability of one of your challenge cards being a used number is practically 100%. I suppose so in space and all. Badoop. Oh, whoops. Mired EMAG, hot journalism and hot air. These actually go further. Okay, they don't. They're one page. We've all heard the hype. Mired EMAG is the hottest, hippest, hip-hoppinest thing to happen in journalism since Gutenberg invented the big printer thingy. But is it the EMAG of the future, or is it just another cyber vogue knockoff with some fancy schmancy art? You be the judge. The last issue featured on the article, on the smart drugstores on Celine Dion. I'm assuming that's a planet in this. A list of the latest techno gibberish and a review of Waterworld. Why would you want to review that movie? Are these subjects cool, or do they leave you cold? Make a time machine out of a DeLorean. That's easy. Get Doc Brown. Chances are you're too young to remember a quaint little movie about a fellow named Marty McFly. But he and his friend Doc started a trend that had become a popular pursuit among time-traveling hobbyists, making time machines out of DeLorean cars. DeLoreans aren't easy to find these days. They're not easy to find these days. They went out of fashion when John DeLorean went in the slammer. But if you have the luck to come across one of these babies, the universe in all its time zones, and we mean all its time zones, can be yours. Happy hunting. Then, of course, the last article, in search of the elusive multi-organism. This one actually does have a little bit extra. Ooh, it's a big article. Since the dawn of time, men and women have searched for the multiple organism. I'm pretty sure they mean orgasm, but that's all good. Some say that it is just a myth. Others claim that it existed at one time. But that the effects of toxic waste, pollution, and electromagnetic forces throughout the universe have made the multiple organism extinct. This writer, for one, has searched all her adult life for the excitement of contact with one of these elusive creatures. The thought of seeing a multiple organism sends a thrill through me. I hope with my entire essence that multiple organisms do exist on some level, and that one day I may meet one of them, and just say hi. Okay. So kind of like go to and like print. No. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we'll take this disc with us and see if we can find any more off this pile.
You should have paid You should have paid attention the first time. This game's budget is way too small to allow me to list all those titles over again.
Okay. But we can fiddle with our thing. Let's see.
This is...
Oh, hands. There we go.
There you... This button. This
Power
button
on.
turns the data...
Oh no, I don't want eyes. I want a handsy. Handsy. So I gotta figure this thing out. There's definitely mod chips. Din, rep, fur, dim, spin. And I have a feeling it's probably in a manual. So let me take a quick look into the interwebs and see if there's a manual for this game, because that's the way things used to be done. See if there's some information about this, because this looks like the kind of puzzle that's meant to be a security check to keep me from getting past this point without having purchased the game back in the 90s. So give me just a moment. So yeah, I go on the web and you probably can't see this, and it's in reverse anyway. I don't have a focusing feature. I need to get a better camera. But anyway, this says homing beacon puzzle. Apparently, there is a way. Opening up the debt recorder, who doesn't have one by now, displays a grid of 5 squares. There are 5 sub-circuit plates that can be moved from square to square, and each of the 5 sub-circuit plates is a jumper that can be moved to any of the 5 IRK settings. Okay. Oh, I see those up at the top. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. The socket to and a socket to accept any of the 5 chips: the spintium, the dentium, the repentium, the fermentium, and the dimtel. So I got a spintium, a dentium. I have all of those. I have all of those. That works out nicely. And the squares that the plates fit into are called the sensor arrays alpha through echo. Okay. So a player must figure, and this literally reads like this: player must figure out which plate goes into which sensor array, square A through E, insert the correct pins into each plate socket, and assign the correct IRK jumper number to each plate. All 5 plates are needed to create the homing beacon. We know that the feedback cutter offer and the tachyon transmitter plates need to follow certain configuration rules explained herein, but some confusion about the remaining plates, recalibrating, fluctuator, subspace emitter, and that's actually what I got up there. And particle shield still exists. Of these 3, we know that 1 must be placed at sensor array E. One of the others must be at ARC or ERC1, and the remaining one uses a Spintium chip. That doesn't fucking help me. Okay, so that was ridiculous, and I ended up having to go look up a solution for this thing because I don't understand what the logic puzzle was for this thing. It took me forever just to figure out that these things drag over here, and the pieces of these can also be done the same. But this is what you're going to want to have. You're going to have RF with the spin, TT din, PS fur, FC rep, SE dim, and they're going to be in order of 9, 7, 1, 5, 3. The item in the book was more like a worksheet to try to figure out a logic puzzle, but I fucking suck at those, and I expect your security system to be not like that. But either way, there's your code. That should work. Let's go ahead and close this up. Boom.
There seems to be something stopping the data quarter from transmitting.
It is the building probably. It is a homing beacon now. So that's gonna be cool. But now let's go ahead and take a look at these. Look at this.
That's the churlish Mahdi I found in that box.
And it looks like that thing is peeling
The
on
corner of the label in this Mahdi
Yep.
seems to be loose.
Just take this
You
thing.
poke it.
Yes, poke it good. Put it on this one. And go give this to him.
You're reasonably certain.
That way we can hopefully see if he's got anything of use. Maybe a way to turn that security system off. Get ourselves on out of here. Would you like a new mod chip for your neck?
Thinking it was the churlish Mahdi, he pops it in place.
Oh yeah, burlesquing it up. Okay. Well, has he got anything in his stuff that I could use? Looks like he's got a belt loop thing.
It's Nigel's belt, complete with a damping field actuator and a nifty personal grooming assistant.
Take both of those.
That's an interest.
Hands. Oh, okay, there we go. Like, I don't know how to do things. Alright, cool. Now we have 2 of those.
No, that's just...
Not a good idea. There we go. Turn that shit off. Now let's go ahead and head outside. Maybe that building is what was dampening us before. Or the field itself, probably. The possibility of that as well.
This
Power.
button turns the...
Oh, I know what it does. Do it. Get me out of here. This episode feels like it's getting a little long. There you go. Take me back to the ship. That's right.
Hey! Here's your fish!
Nigel didn't want my fish.
Stellar, you picked up my homing signal. I can't believe I actually made it work. Now no one can say I spent a little bit too much free time in the bathroom with Popular Tektronix.
Yeah, I would have never figured that out
Popular
without the internet.
Tektronix. Who are you trying to kid? I know what you were reading in there.
What was that voice, Roger? I thought I heard something.
That's my narrator.
Pay
Follows
no
me
attention,
everywhere.
Stellar. It was probably just a mechanical flatulence from the ship.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, we received a transmission from a nearby StarCon communications monitoring platform. They told us of some unusual signal originating from the area of polysorbate 60. We dialed it in, scanned the coordinates, and found you.
Sweet.
So what are you doing in this sector, Stellar? I thought you were stationed on the SCS Heinz 57.
Stupid names. Does it look like a ketchup bottle too?
I am. I had some leave accumulated and decided to take it. This is kind of embarrassing for me.
What? What is it, Stellar? You would
I
know.
actually came to see you. I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and I was curious about what you'd been up to, so I decided to visit. And when I arrived here, I found you had just left for shore leave on polysorbate. I decided to follow you down and try and catch up with you.
Could have helped us.
When I got to that dump of an inn and found you'd been kidnapped by those thugs, I searched around, but could find no trace of where they'd taken you. That certainly is a strange place. I decided to beam back up to the deep ship and try to locate you through your transport communicator
Deep
signal.
ship.
When I'd returned, I found you'd left it up here on the ship. I didn't know what to do then until that call came through from the StarCon installation. You're a lucky man, Wilco.
Yeah, he does survive.
Yeah.
I don't know
guess
who
I
she
am.
is, though. It's certainly not my
If
love
you hadn't
interest.
gotten there when you did, I'd probably be a victim of some serious cement poisoning after those geeks chucked me off that balcony.
Terrace.
What?
Well, actually, it was a terrace.
Yeah, it's way too big to be a balcony.
Whatever. Thanks, Stellar. I sure owe you a big one.
I'd sure like to collect that sometime.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk
Sorry,
about
I'm
you
saving
and me.
myself for Beatrice
Perhaps
Wakecaster.
I could take you to dinner sometime soon.
I'd like that, Stellar. I'd like that a lot. The thing is that I kind of have a
Yeah.
relationship with another, and I wouldn't feel very comfortable about that. I mean,
Kinda gonna
it
have
wouldn't be
kids
fair
with
to
her.
her. You understand?
Your future in this game, in
Not to
fact,
mention the
depends on
fact
it.
I'd be wearing my sphincter for a necklace if Beatrice ever found out.
Exactly. Beatrice?
I hope you do understand, Stellar. I like you. I think I even more than like you. I don't know where I got this inordinate sense of loyalty toward Beatrice.
I believe the word that explains that is fear.
I guess. They haven't
Pound
established her as
sand,
being
pal.
dangerous.
Please know that were the situation any different, I'd be making that date with you right now.
Oh, I see. Friends, co-workers, buddies. That's all this is gonna be. I guess I knew it somewhere inside. I just didn't want to believe it. I guess I admire your trueness of heart, however misplaced. But I feel much more inclined to damn you for it. I know that's selfish, but it's how I feel. I must admit it shows something more about you, more depth of character than I gave you credit for, Wilco. Well, I'm patient if you ever have a change of heart. Well, Roger,
we'll see how that goes.
We should see what we can find out about those subhuman walking dumpsters that had such a keen interest in you.
Yes.
I don't suppose you heard
that.
their names.
Oh, I don't remember.
But I did get this neat personal grooming assistant. It needs a little cleaning, but
that's all from that guy.
That's great, Roger. Don't clean it, though. Take it to the sick bay. There's a DNA analyzer there. We can scan the contents and perhaps use the results to get some names and information about these guys.
That's an excellent
Stella.
idea.
I probably would have thought of it, eventually.
After cleaning and throwing it
Yeah,
away.
I'm sure you would have, Roger. Look, I've got to go to sick bay and get some treatment for my back after that not-so-graceful rescue.
Oh, yeah, that. Sorry. Well, I'll see you there.
These are suction system to get people around. This game is so fucking weird.
Commander, I am receiving a message from Starcon.
Computer on screen.
Got a Super Nintendo controller and that should be the
Hello,
center
Commander
console.
Kilbasa. I have a new directive for Deep Ship 86. This is actually a special request from me, Commander. As you may know, I served with Admiral Bluntfang during the Fallopian Campaign. Admiral Bluntfang's widow is involved in building an off-world retirement community. They are almost finished, but have requested assistance from Deep Ship 86.
What the hell can we do?
Commander, please extend her every courtesy. You know, if things go well, this would not look too bad in your personnel file. I will let Sharpay, the Admiral's widow, explain further.
A lot of exposition.
Hello, Commander
Lord.
Kilbasa. As Admiral Toolman mentioned, we have almost completed our project here, but could use Starcon assistance.
She's making a Death Star.
To be honest, Commander, I pulled a few strings, but this is an important mission, I assure you. Since you are scheduled to be present for the dedication of the Golden Light Years Retirement Center anyway, I hoped you might alter your travel plans to accommodate an earlier arrival.
Do what I can, man.
From the information
guess he'll do what he
provided
can.
me by my old friend, the Admiral, you would be able to warp here within a few hours. I require some assistance from your ship, as well as one of your crew members.
You'll get the janitor.
Allow me to explain.
Meanwhile, back in sickbay.
Holy crap. My apologies on how ridiculously long this is getting. Or at least it feels that way. Oh, wait, no, good. It stopped. All right, cool. I'm going to save right here. Man, I hope you guys have been enjoying this. And if you have, please come and check us on the next one where we'll be going to look into seeing what the DNA will tell us and what's going on with Admiral and I already forgot his name. Kilbasa. Captain Commander Kilbasa and all of that. And Sharpay. She's wrinkled as fuck too. But anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing what's going to continue on in the story and what the plot is for this one, and then I'll see you in the next episode. Have a great day. Hey fellow agents, don't forget to like and subscribe by clicking the button in the center of the screen. You can also find the last video by clicking the button to the left, and you can take a look at some of the other stuff I've done by clicking the button to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a good day.